An old Russian proverb reminds us, there can be no good without evil. Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Leo Tolstoy. British historian James Anthony Froude once said, "Wild animals never kill for sport. Man is the only one to whom the torture and death of his fellow creatures is amusing in itself." In the city, crime is taken as emblematic of class and race. In the suburbs, though, it's intimate and psychological, resistant to generalization, a mystery of the individual soul. Barbara Ehrenreich. The most authentic thing about us is our capacity to create, to overcome, to endure, to transform, to love, and to be greater than our suffering. Ben Okri. Author Christian Nestel Beauvais once wrote, "No man is happy without a delusion of some kind. Delusions are as necessary to our happiness as realities." Reason is not automatic. Those who deny it cannot be conquered by it. Ayn Rand. Plenty sits still. Hunger is a wanderer. Zulu proverb. Beyond the east the sunrise, beyond the west the sea, and the east and west the wander-thirst that will not let me be. Gerald Gould. Author Harlan Ellison wrote, "The minute people fall in love, they become liars." Winston Churchill said, "There is no doubt that it is around the family and the home that all the greatest virtues of human society are created, strengthened, and maintained." Leonardo da Vinci said, "He who does not punish evil commands it to be done." Writer Cyril Connolly said, "Better to write for yourself and have no public than to write for the public and have no self." Men are more ready to repay an injury than a benefit, because gratitude is a burden and revenge a pleasure. Tacitus. Washington Irving said, "There is a sacredness in tears. They are not the mark of weakness, but of power. They are messengers of overwhelming grief and of unspeakable love." Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Sir Walter Scott. Tennessee Williams said, "We're all of us sentenced to solitary confinement inside our own skins for life. A lion's work hours are only when he's hungry. Once he's satisfied, the predator and prey live peacefully together." Chuck Jones. We all wear masks, and the time comes when we cannot remove them without removing our own skin. André Berthiaume. Friedrich Nietzsche wrote, "What really raises one's indignation against suffering is not suffering intrinsically, but the senselessness of suffering." William Glasser wrote, "What happened in the past that was painful has a great deal to do with what we are today." Nothing revives the past so completely as a smell that was once associated with it. Novelist Vladimir Nabokov. There is no chance, no destiny, no fate that can hinder the firm resolve of a determined soul. Ella Wheeler Wilcox. Lao Tzu said, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." Journalist Dorothea Dix wrote, "Confession is always weakness. The grave soul keeps its own secrets and takes its own punishment in silence." The secret to getting away with lying is believing with all your heart. That goes for lying to yourself, even more so than lying to another. Author Elizabeth Bear. "I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God." All the art of living lies in a fine mingling of letting go and holding on. Henry Ellis. "I'm for truth, no matter who tells it. I'm for justice, no matter who it's for or against." Malcolm X. "Memory is a complicated thing, a relative to truth, but not its twin." Barbara Kingsolver. "We are each our own devil, and we make this world our own hell." Oscar Wilde. "It is only in love and murder that we still remain sincere." Friedrich Dürrenmatt. "I've always heard every ending is also a beginning. We just don't know it at the time." I'd like to believe that's true.